Jennifer. Oh, oh,
Isaac. Hmm. There's nothing to say here, really, just wanting to sit with you. Mm. I don't know how it works, but there's such a deep aliveness when we sit together like this. It's like, wow. Yeah. Wow. Mm. Not even two sitting together. It's, yeah, yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, we have these ideas about being present and all that stuff, but if we really look, there's no distance between us and this moment. There's none. It's complete intimacy. It's, you know, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mhm.
Mm. Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm. Thank you.
Mm. Friendly.
Hi,
Hey.
Isaac. I want to share something that I observed the last days. It's about the situations when I recognize a bad feeling and then a thought is coming up like, okay, I will do it again. I will do it. Okay, it's okay that this feeling is here. I accept it. And then the next time a thought is like, okay, that's a mechanism, like to use awareness or to become aware to get rid of this feeling. I know awareness has no resistance against bad feelings, but sometimes it feels like I'm using this stuff to get rid of the emotions.
Mm.
And then I'm like in a loop.
Yeah, I understand. you know, for the nervous system, when there's a feeling of not being at ease, it pulls our attention there. So, like, you know, if you're standing on a thorn, or you know, something's rubbing somewhere, or something's troubling in some ways, then our attention goes there to see if there's something that we can do about it. But when it's just a feeling, you know, like some feeling of not being at ease, it's like some sense everything isn't okay. Our attention goes there, and sometimes we don't know what it is. We just know there's just a feeling. It's just something is going on. We don't really know where it's coming from or what it is or anything. But something in us wants to know, wants to try and figure it out, wants to, try and figure it out, you could say, like that, so that we can deal with it. Our thinking, to me, just seems like it's the capacity to solve problems. That's what a thought is. It's a fantastic tool, you can say. So there's a feeling, and then our thinking wants to figure out, okay, what is that feeling? What's going on? Yeah? And it tries to find a solution or something. And if that's what happens, then it seems to like go into trying to solve it, trying to fix it, something, you know, like, it's, you know, what are the big ones for human beings? Money, survival, which is also around money, love, stuff like that, yeah? So it's like, okay, then if something happens, then I'll be happy. But then it's already now, it's not in this moment, it's already busy with trying to get what we think will make us happy, or trying to get what we think will take this feeling away. But if we just hear, okay, there's some feeling of not being at ease, of dis-ease, that feeling is here. Now, sometimes it's like it comes with if it's like from an old trauma somewhere in our history, or in the field, who knows from where, it carries with it this feeling that, an existential feeling, like somehow we're going to die if we don't solve this problem. And when it touches that existential story, our system goes into fight, flight, or freeze. It goes into survival mode. And we can't think clearly, because our whole system is then just trying to survive. It's so amazing, and it's all automatic. Nothing that we do. It's just what happens. Yeah. So we're here, interested in just being. So, and then things come up by themselves. And in a way, it's kind of an interesting design, because if there's anything in our, you know, even from a few generations back, where there's been an automatic pushing down, suppressing belief that, you know, that anything going on, when we quiet, that stuff starts to bubble up, and we start to become aware. And it's natural. It's a natural process. It's not anything we have to do for it. It just is what happens, yeah?
I realized, I think that I easily fell into, I have to do something with it, not like looking for a solution in my mind or stuff like this, but also become awareness is like a doing. And then I'm again in the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, you know, it's all based on this, the felt sense, the feeling that there's something not okay. And then I have to do something to deal with that feeling. Yeah? But whatever feeling it is, it came by itself and will surely go by itself. You can't hold on to any of it, you know. So, but in the, you know, it's like, it's such a strong habit that somehow it means something about me, and somehow if I don't do something about it, then I'll be stuck with it forever. I mean, there's a whole bunch of loops that come in. But all that we really know is that in the moment, there's some sense of dis-ease, discomfort, something like that. And if we look, we can see there's awareness. Otherwise, we couldn't even be aware of it. And then we can see the automatic movements that come with it. Wanting to solve it, wanting to use awareness to get away from it, whatever it is. There's just all these subtleties that start to reveal themselves. But here we are. What we do know is there's awareness. And we do know that there's something going on that we're not particularly doing that has some sense of not being at ease. Some could say resistance, some automatic unconscious wanting how it is to be different. Nothing that we're doing even particularly, just automatic, yeah? So we're here. And there's awareness. And then we're just watching how this plays. So if I ask the question, in this moment, for this awareness to be here, do we need to do anything at all? It's clear, it's just here by itself, yeah? There's no doing to that at all. So we're here, in this moment, resting together. There's, you know, there's somehow in this flow, there's no, as far as I can tell, there's nothing coming from me that wants anything to be different in you or anything different anywhere. And so it's easy to just rest, yeah, just. And in that resting, it's like, it doesn't seem to be any boundaries. There's no real you and me. There's just resting, yeah. Awareness, aware of the play of light, of energy, but without it doing anything. It's just, it can do what it wants, basically.
Yeah, I also observed, like, if I'm here in satsang or like at this moment, everything is just silent, or on the surface I can observe things. But it's very easy to go into that space of like, if I'm talking to you or I'm just here in the satsang. But out of this, sometimes, like, if I observe these kind of emotions, then I have to go there again, like the same feeling like when we spoke or when I connected, and then I'm back on the doer instead of like
yeah.
stop doing.
So it's beautiful. So, but that's now revealing itself, yeah, and you see it. So in a way, that's, you know, like usually that goes on many, many, many thousands of times a day, and it's not noticed. But now it's getting noticed. So it's not comfortable in a certain way because, but at the same time, it's just what's happening here, and then watching these little movements that have happened like really thousands of times. And the only thing that we know, that we really know, is that there's awareness here. And then there's some awareness of, you could say, the information of this moment. That really, if we look deeply, we don't really know what's going on. We don't, this bodying activity is doing its dance, trillions of cells dancing, mitochondria, DNA, RNA, like, it's immense. It's just seeing, hearing, all this stuff that's going on. Yeah. Somehow we, like we want to try and label it or say something about it, but we don't know. It's just, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's beautiful to, like all these little, I would say these little movements that have filled man, womankind forever as they start to reveal themselves. Like being here in this moment, there is no effort. There's just resting. And then there isn't a problem really. It's just simple. It's just here. Nowhere to get to, just here like this. And then, even within here, we can find so many nuances where it gets even more sweet, just somehow, like the embrace of the moment just becomes sweeter and sweeter. It's just like without a doing, without any effort whatsoever. And then we watch, our everyday lives. We've been conditioned, you could say, like, okay, now I'm going to work. This is work, this is play, this is me, this is you, this is all these ideas, you could say, labels and habits of attention, and that take us away from just the simplicity of here. In which country are you at the moment?
Germany.
Germany.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks, Francie. Yeah. Roland.
Good morning.
Hi, Roland.
In my mind came up, Ramesh made a distinction between emotional mind and practical mind. And of course, both appear in awareness, where you point. But sometimes it can be helpful to look, is it an emotional mind or it's practical
Mhm.
to come back to awareness.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Thank you very much. Barbara.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you.
Thank you. Swaha.
Hi,
Hi.
and hi, family. There's an excitement because I found a new roof over my head, even if the roof is water going through. And it is more like not really a designer house. Very special. And we have to do a lot, and the deal is also not so good, but I find a new home. It's so beautiful. This so much love.
Mhm. Ah, Rishi.
Hi. Last time you had spoken about this force, this belief in people, and they would kill for that belief or die for that belief. So, and I can see it in me, I can see it in the people, and the question, what is here, is what is going on in this world at this time? Is it the transformation, or is it we go down to the train, or what do you sense?
I don't know if anybody knows. You know, it's like there is no separation. That much is absolutely clear. And the intelligence that's manifesting as plants and trees and animals and birds and insects and humans and everything. That's actually playing every part. You know, it's like in one way we look and it seems like time is real. Then you look from another place, you see it doesn't even exist. It's only mental. You think there's something going on and it looks like that. And then you look a little deeper and you see actually, you don't know actually anything. I love to see all the different ideas about it, and people are channeling and talking about things. For me, in a certain way, it's like I just don't know. And I see actually the only thing that's really interesting is to rest as who I've always been. You know, what's going to happen is going to happen. What's not going to happen is not going to happen, regardless of how much I think about it or care about it.
So from this, sorry.
What I know is what's real cannot be destroyed. It just is. And what's unreal never existed actually.
So from this point of view, there's no responsibility for humankind, for this world of future.
It's like first thing would be to find out if there's anybody separate from totality that could be responsible.
Mm. Yeah.
You know, it's if we look really honestly in this moment, what do we know? Really just keeping it very simple. What we know is that we're here. There is awareness. This bodying activity is so much, there's no way to be aware of everything that's happening in this bodying process. It's not, it's just, we're aware of a tiny little fraction of it. And then there's this, what we call life form. We don't know what it is.
So I hear the responsibilities to be here, to
I don't know if it's a responsibility. To me, it's like, it doesn't even register like that. It's just a, it's like it's not a choice. The awareness is here. So what needs to be done for that? There's no one that has to do that. There's no responsibility to be that. That's just putting something on top there. Yeah? It's not, or a thought on top. It's not. Sounds stressful. Yeah.
Mm. Nothing ever happened.
In a way, yeah. Just like, it's not even letting that become a viewpoint. It's just not settling anywhere. It's not taking any position or perspective. It's like, it's so beyond that. It's just a simple recognition that there's awareness here. And then we can say nothing ever happened, but if we don't have to, it's like everything is in almost too much. It's just like it just. So just as resting is happening, you're just sensing where there's any tension in let's say in the nervous system, some efforting, some filtering of just being, where it turns into some subtle doing, some subtle spiritual perspective or whatever, other than just, yes, there's awareness here.
There's an union between or not no difference between who am I and awareness.
I have no idea. If you find out, write a book. It's natural that all these ideas come up to be looked at, but
Just don't know. Beautiful. Thank you.
yeah.
Hello, Zach.
Hey.
Just want to rest with you. Mm.
Sweet, sweet sounds. That's sweet sounds. Wow.
The system comes with all these undercurrent ideas of sitting and allowing and letting the light come in, and but when I meet with you, there's an explosive joy and love here that it's just it's just bigger than any thought. You're a gift. We are a gift. Thank you for reflecting this gift.
Nama. Hey.
Hi, Isaac.
Mhm.
I haven't joined for a while. And then I came in and to see all those beloved faces on the screen. It's just like coming home. It's amazing.
Like a little oasis in this movement that we call life.
Yeah. Yeah, and regarding to what Rishi brought up, I've been playing with this for a while now, with what I feel, with what's happening in the world. And, there's so many ways to look at it. And at times it's overwhelming also for me.
Mm.
I moved to Greece. I bought a house in Greece.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm happy
And
to hear.
yeah, I found out that yeah, it's just I need to take care of myself and
Mm.
to find a place that I can breathe easily and
Mm.
feel free.
Yeah.
And
Which part of Greece? Where in Greece?
I'm in an island called Evia.
Okay.
It's a nice place.
Yeah. The Greek islands are very charming. Simple.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And it's a journey for me to allow life to be as it is in some, you know, my family and my friends and yeah.
You know, just yeah. When I look deeply, I don't know. I mean, it's like I have no idea what any of it is good for. All I know is that in really resting deeply, there's peace, there's beauty, there's love. And I don't know about, I mean, I see all these movements and all these, so easy to take a position about
Yeah.
anything and everything, anyone and everything. It's like it doesn't take much.
No. Yeah, and I can see the idea of right and wrong playing really a huge role. And we don't know, we really don't know why it's happening the way it does. And
I mean, I just know the history of man, womankind has been one slaughter after another, after another. Also, some incredible beauty, but just so much of the same story going on again and again and again and again.
yeah. Yeah, and I could relate to Richie in the matter of wanting to understand or wanting to know what's happening in this. And it's
You know, if
just
I look,
every time.
it's like if I look, here's this great intelligence, and we can say it's refining itself through this process, but we don't know that. Why does it need to do that? You know why? I just really, I see it. When I look at any of that stuff, I just don't have a clue. I know that somehow there's a possibility of keeping quiet. And so grateful that that
Yeah.
has shown itself. That's about it. That's the extent of what I know. And then the rest of course I can play and go, okay, it looks like this, like that.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I also have the point of view of what do I contribute to the, you know, to the collective field. And, you know, my family speaks to me and my friends, and I visit Israel, and I can't not be involved in a way with what's happening. And
So let's just play for a second, just for fun. No right, no wrong, no good. We're just exploring, yeah. So when you talk about what I contribute, what are we talking about? The habits at play. What is this I?
Yeah. It's the action that are being taken, or
And who does that?
yeah, I don't know. I don't know who does that. But I do know that there is a part in this existence that wishes that we all live in peace, that wishes that people will feel safe and in peace and harmony.
So if we look at that, we can see that actually the best way that we can be an invitation to that is by being peace itself, being unconditional love itself. That's clear. I mean, that's, if we look at it, there's no, that's it. It's just like as simple as that. Okay. So then the rest of it, you know, like, it doesn't matter the conversations that happen, doesn't matter. There is no responsibility. There is just that, okay, there's this love affair with this moment, with, and seeing that any sense of me is too much, actually.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy to hear that you moved to a peaceful place, simple place.
Yeah.
Big luck. Ah, Maria.
Only for sharing the sentences. The sense of I is too much is touching here.
Yeah, and you know, again, the sense of I is sweet. It's just, when we look at what it is, it's just a referencing mechanism that comes and goes, actually. It's not, it's a way of functioning, you could say, that life functions through, but it's not real, it's not solid, it's just, it's sweet. It's, yeah.
And is then well, because I can also relate to the part of wish, peace and beauty and for all. This wish, sometimes I think it comes also from the I, but it's a thought.
Mm. You know, it reminds me at one point in this journey, I was looking at where is there safety in existence? You know, it's like here we are, there's volcanoes, there's hurricanes, there's snowstorms, there's heat waves, there's bursts of electromagnetic energy from the sun, there's asteroids. I mean, it's like this whole show here. It's like, and it seems to me the only peace is just beyond everything. It's like, can't hold on to anything. But this capacity to rest.
One step for me is to keep quiet. Is one step to the resting when I'm alone in it.
Yeah. And then little movements might come, you know, ripples or whatever.
Sure. Keep quiet is a big word.
Yeah.
And
it's
I
a love
found
affair.
Mm.
It's a love affair. It's just...
And I found that keep quiet here in Germany, or in the German language, keep is something like I have to do, but keep means also holding, not something to do. It's, and that helps more here to find, maybe.
Yeah, and in a way, you know, it's like another way of speaking it is recognizing that which is absolutely quiet. It's not, you know, it's like there is, like this awareness that's here. Yeah, if we try and speak of it, how do we speak of it? It's just like it's beyond time, it's beyond space, it's beyond matter, it's beyond energy, it's that in which everything appears in, and yet it has no, you can't describe it. You can't say where it begins and ends. It's not, it's just, And then thoughts come about an imagined future or an upset or something. You know? It's like,
Thank you.
Thanks, Maria. Yes. Oh. It's Hannah.
Thank you.
Hans.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
I realized that my interest in all these sensations is kind of fading away because I see that they are already gone. They don't really exist in this moment. They are gone already.
Yeah.
So immediately this interest was, yeah, not valid anymore or so.
Doesn't leave much.
Sorry?
It doesn't leave much.
It doesn't leave much. It's all these beautiful movements, but they are not interpreted. There's no interpretation of it anymore. It's just aliveness, and that's it. Or so.
Just to enjoy this last minute of silence together. Okay.
Bas, you were the host tonight? Yeah, thanks, Bas. Thank you, beloveds. Love, peace, unity.